You're listening to the Water Cooler Edit with Chris and Rich. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Water Cooler Edit with my Bayut. As always, it's myself, Chris, and I always forget to introduce Rich, and he's sat right here next to me.
So I'm easy to forget, it has to be said,
no, I
Chris,
don't think
but thank you. Yes,
I kind of matched you today. I decided to wear a kind of black Hawaiian shirt, so you
Nice.
didn't feel so left out.
Very, very floral.
Yeah,
You
I do
know?
like this shirt actually. I wish I could. Maybe I should buy like 5 more of them, so it looks like I have this. I don't change my shirt at all.
Do
But then
that.
I have like 5 of them because that's what I used to do.
Anyway, on this episode of the Water Cooler Edit with my Bayut, we'll be talking about some updates to your Emirates ID and how you can make those changes online. And if you're looking for somewhere to go with the family, somewhere that's, you can eat, the kids can have fun, well, we've got some family-friendly brunches that we're going to tell you about in a few moments' time. So, Rich, Emirates ID updates. This is an interesting one because there are a lot of people out there, such as myself, that are eligible for dual nationality, right, or dual citizenship. There is now an easier way to update your Emirates ID.
That there is.
And the whole sort of back end, not just your nationality, but many things as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's a relatively affordable practice. It's only, 200 dirhams, I think it is, to update.
It's,
on the
200
system.
dirhams, which is basically a processing fee, right?
And how long does it take to update?
I think we need to look at what you can update, right? So you can change your name, your occupation, your employer name, your passport details, or your nationality, right? On this new online service that was announced. If you make any of those changes, there are some required documents, but if you make any of those changes, and we've got the process outlined on our article on my Bayut, but if you make any of those changes, it basically triggers an application for an updated Emirates ID, hence where the 200 dirhams processing fee comes into play, right?
So make sure you update them all at the same time because you don't want to have like 7 different requests. You don't want to have a different name
This
and
is
then next
true.
week change your nationality to a new passport.
Yeah, because those 200 dirhams start stacking up, right?
You're going to be spending like, 1,400 dirhams on changing Emirates ID. Then
Yeah.
you have 7 different cards.
Yeah, you have cards all over the place.
I guess you wouldn't have an issue when you lose your Emirates ID because you'd have a spare one. But then that spare one would be slightly inaccurate because it wouldn't actually be you anymore, would it?
No, it wouldn't because you've changed your name.
Yeah, so
That's it, you
be
know?
mindful of that.
Yeah, this is true.
Uh,
I think it's the UAE Federal Authority for Identity, Citizenship, the Customs and Port Security. They oversee all this stuff, right? And you can use their app or website to access the functionality to do this process.
And how long did it take to get the process sorted out and then get your Emirates ID?
That's a very good question.
I would assume
don't-
it's somewhere like 3 to 5 working days, I think, because an Emirates ID is quite important here.
Yeah, I to be honest, I don't know the exact amount of time. It's not in my notes, so that's.
But it is on the My Beat blog, so you can check it out there.
Read the article, but look, it's not going to be huge amounts of time, right? Because obviously everyone's aware of the importance of your Emirates ID, and also there is something you can do now. There is an e-version of your Emirates ID. We have an article again about this on the blog. There's an e-version of your Emirates ID you can access while you're waiting for the physical card, right? So if people are waiting for any length of time, they can instigate that process so they do have some kind of manifestation of their Emirates ID in the interim.
So if you find yourself without your Emirates ID for a while, of course, you can download the application and then you can have a digital version of it. Now, of course, it's not going to work in the card machines when you want to update your bank account, so you just might have to wait a little bit longer for that. However, you can still send them a scanned copy and you should be able to update it. I think this is more in lines of a Know Your Customer, this KYC system that came in a couple of years ago. I know it drove me up the wall. I almost had 3 bank accounts closed because of it. But eventually we started to figure it out because, again, it became more and more common, right? It was very unfamiliar a couple of years ago, but now it's becoming more and more common. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like an easy thing to understand. And plus, it gives updates to the relevant authorities that they know that you've changed your nationality, like you got a new passport, or if your name has changed, so they're aware of it as well.
Yeah, and also from a time perspective, obviously just being able to access online and do this through an app or just from their website, you can still go to the happiness centres if you want, or one of the branches of this government department. You can still do that if you want to do that, right? But for people who maybe just want to do things a bit quicker and not take that time out to actually go, It's easy. It's easy, right?
Makes your life 10 times easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I'm all for that. I'm desperate. Anything I can do to make my life easier, Chris, I will do it.
Moving on now to our next subject, which of course is family-friendly brunches. Now, these used to be a big thing. I remember every weekend we'd go for them like clockwork. We'd be hitting them up there, but a lot of them weren't family-friendly. You know, you can't go there with your kids. You know,
Yeah.
There's a different atmosphere to a lot of these places. However, in recent times, they have expanded. You know, I remember a story from when I was a lot younger. I grew up here, and my mum always reminds me of this place that we used to go to that was just actually down the road from here, where our office is, in Udmatha.
Oh,
And they'd
yeah.
actually have a family-friendly brunch. However, it was kind of in like two different areas.
Right.
So, you know, the adults would go to one brunch and then the kids would go somewhere else, and there'd be like a play area, there'd be games, there'd be food and everything like this, which
Yeah.
is really cool. And they kind of disappeared for a while. And now we're seeing a resurgence of them. And there's so many popping up here and there. So, of course, if you're new to the country and you're looking for something to do that's family-friendly and you get good food, some entertainment for the kids, and just a little bit of you time, I guess you could say, while the kids are enjoying themselves, where can they go?
There's a number of places they can go. I think one of the things about brunch culture here is that there's various categories of brunches now. I mean, like there's everything, right? So you've got like your fine dining brunches, you've got your party brunches, you've got your family-friendly brunches, right? So there's so many different types of brunch that you can find a brunch that suits your needs. And I think, like you say, for new people in the country or people just coming back who've been away for the summer, who've got the post-holiday blues, maybe a family-friendly brunch is a way to rid yourself of those post-holiday blues. So one of the most popular family-friendly brunches is at the Palazzo Versace. This is the Into the Jungle brunch, right? So jungle-themed, funnily enough.
So is Mowgli there?
No, Mowgli's not there, but you know who
Missed
is there?
opportunity.
Not Baloo the bear, he's not there either. Yeah, but anyway, so Moana's there.
Okay. Is that a jungle-based...
I haven't seen it, so I can't say. I don't know, but she's
It's
there.
more of a tropical island sort of theme.
Well, there you go. She's she's come out of the
Okay.
she's come out off
She's
the
experiencing
tropical
the
island
jungle.
into the jungle. And what have they got? They've got all the kind of usual stuff: balloon bending, face painting, but they have a roaming giraffe and elephant.
Okay.
Right. Now, I'm presuming they're not real because you might get a rampaging elephant through the brunch, which would be a little bit unfortunate.
This sounds like an enhanced version of the Rainforest Cafe.
I think it is a little bit along those lines.
It's
right?
like an extra version of it. Man, that'd be pretty cool to see a giraffe walking around. Mind you, I'd like a real one to walk around. I don't want to...
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure
want a
they're. I'm
proper
not sure
giraffe.
they're real. I'm not sure they're giving letting the kids ride on the back
Shame.
of a giraffe, clinging around its neck. But yeah, so you got that. You've got there's dancing monkeys.
This is getting better and better now. We've got giraffes, dancing monkeys. Next, you tell me there's an elephant that sticks his trunk through the window and then it steals your food when you're not looking.
Yeah, there's yeah. I mean, I'm still getting over the dancing monkeys, to be honest, in little suits.
So we know where you're
Like,
going for brunch then this
they're
weekend.
sparkly suits. And you know who's there? Dubai legend.
Modesh.
No, Modesh isn't there. That would be great, actually.
Who else is a Dubai legend?
Well, I think he's a legend. I'd never seen this guy, but his name crops up quite a lot. Magic Phil.
Magic Phil.
You must have heard of Magic Phil.
Who's Magic Phil?
He's the kids' entertainer here.
Is
He's
he?
Yeah.
And his name is Phil.
Yes, Magic Phil, yeah. His name's not just Phil, Chris, it's Magic Phil.
So his first name is Magic, last name Phil.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, his surname is Phil, his first name's
cool.
Magic,
I
yeah.
remember Modesh. I don't know who this guy is. But
Yeah,
okay,
but no,
fine.
but he's a very popular
I'm too
kids'
old
entertainer
nowadays.
who's been here for a long, long time, as far as I'm aware. And so he's always at this brunch as well. Like I say, there's an enchanted tree that talks to you.
This gets crazy and crazy. This
Yeah.
is sounding more and more like the Rainforest Cafe expanded.
The enchanted tree, it tells you what to do with your life. Go to
Okay.
university.
Okay, cool. So I need to go see it, and I need to get some life advice from a tree.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
it. It will tell you, what you should do to make your future the best it can possibly be. That's what
Okay.
the enchanted tree is all about. And you've got, but look, seriously though, that you get pool access as well. There's a lot of stuff there for the kids. You want prices. Do you want
Yes.
prices?
Because I want to go here now because this sounds absolutely incredible.
0 to 3-year-olds is obviously free of charge, right? I should say this is a Saturday bunch, by the way. I believe it's 1 till 4 o'clock. The soft drinks package is $3.50. The house drinks $4.50. The sparkling wine $5.70, and the old champers, which this is always the most expensive, right? The champagne brunch, $810.
Now that's a lot to shell out. I'll be honest.
That is a. But who does the champagne package at
True.
Brunches? I mean, I'm sure there are people who are. I just personally don't usually go.
That
down
is
that
a
route.
lot of bunts for that. What, $3.50 you said for soft drinks, right?
Yeah, soft drink, but for kids, it's for kids ages 4 to 11, $165.
But I mean, listening to what you just told us about it, it seems to be somewhat worth it because there's not many places. Actually, I don't think there's anywhere else besides the Rainforest Cafe
That does anything
that
like
has that. You know, you've got dancing monkeys.
Yeah,
It's the best
absolutely.
thing.
Dancing monkeys,
Who brings,
Moana singing.
who brings you the food? The dancing monkeys? Or does it come on the back of the giraffe?
I believe it's penguins that are waiters. You know, like in Mary Poppins, I believe they bring you the food.
Do they have 4 names? And do they want to escape Madagascar or something? Is that why they're here?
No, they just keep dancing like Happy Feet. That's it.
I've never
food,
seen
food goes everywhere.
Oh. He's
No, look.
I'm just like a penguin. Can I be a
Right.
waiter there?
Yeah, you can be a waiter there, no
Excellent.
worries.
I want to see the giraffes.
And you can meet Magic Phil.
Yes.
You can both entertain together.
Excellent.
But yeah, no, look, a really, really popular bunch, supposed to be great. A couple of other ones to touch on quickly. Farrier's at the Maidan Hotel, right? That has a superhero bunch.
And how much is that going to set us back?
Check our article on my Bayut. I think it was slightly slightly cheaper.
If we go, do we have to dress up like a superhero as well?
You can dress up like
Do
a
we
superhero.
get
The
discounts?
kids are encouraged to dress up like the superheroes.
No, what if I want to dress up like a raccoon?
I don't think anyone's going to stop you. What superhero is it? Oh, Rocket Raccoon.
I can't believe it took you that long to figure that out.
Ah, yeah.
No, I should go as a really obscure one that no one's ever heard of.
Right,
like
okay.
Banana Man.
Squirrel Girl.
Who's that?
This is a
Okay.
superhero called Squirrel
Okay.
Girl. You could go as Squirrel Girl.
I guess I could also go up as a bottle of ketchup and mustard because there was Condiment Man at some point, wasn't there?
Yeah, I believe there was. Yeah,
Okay.
so there you go.
We're going to go down a deep rabbit hole of obscure superheroes now. to
So
dress up
that and like the kids are encouraged, like I say, to dress up as their favourite superheroes. There's superheroes there to have their photos taken with. Again, face painting, balloon bending, all that kind of stuff, right? So that's another popular one, and one I went to this weekend. Now I'm a bit torn on this, right? Because I don't know whether it's because we also on the blog on my Bayou have an article on party brunches, right? And I think this brunch falls somewhere between family brunch and party brunch, right? And I think maybe it's as the day goes on, it becomes more a party brunch. But I went for the first time on Saturday. This is Claw Barbecue, the all-American brunch. This was at on the Palm, the Hilton on the Palm, right? And relatively new hotel. It was $199 for soft drinks, $299 for house, I think $399 for champers, sparkling, whatever. Now there were a lot of families there, right? And I think maybe because it's got kind of pinball machines around, it's got
So it's a very Americana
you know that
place.
game with the basketball where you get in arcades, the basketball where you're trying to get through the.
3-shot?
I think it's got various names, but I think
Hoops?
yeah, hoops. Yeah,
Okay.
you know, yeah, where it kind of slowly gets further back, and you're trying to get your.
Okay.
It's got that. It's got so very pool tables.
So it's very Americana.
Jenga.
By the sounds of it.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And there's screens everywhere for entertainment. It's got a mechanical ball, which various people went on. It was quite amusing actually because they beam it around on the screen, so you
nice.
can see these people trying to stay on this mechanical ball and getting thrown off, which
Did
is quite.
you try it?
Well, not with my back injury.
Oh,
no.
isn't that how it started?
No, that's not how it happened.
okay.
The back injury.
That would have been a better story.
But I'm not sure I would have done it anyway, because just for the humiliation factor. But anyway, look, no, there was a lot of families there. The food was good because it was kind of like American comfort food.
Yeah.
So you had a seafood station, but you had like kind of chicken wings and various things.
Sounds like a good place. I should go.
Yeah. So and carving stations that just had like lamb, turkey, etc. So and the kids seemed to be really, really enjoying it. It was reasonably priced. So I would say, but then there's obviously as it goes on, because there's a happy hour straight afterwards. This one lasts for 3.5 hours. It was 12:30 till 4. Happy hour afterwards. I think maybe the music got a little bit louder and it became more of a heading into the evening for a party brunch type deal. But the families who were there seemed to really, really have a good time. The kids seemed to be enjoying themselves and eating well and stuff. So that's maybe one to think about as well.
Well, that's it for this episode of the Water Cooler Edit with My Bayut. Of course, if you want to learn any more about the topics that we've discussed on this episode, you can, of course, check out the My Bayut blog, which is Bayut.com/MyBayut. And don't forget to tell us in the comment section below, what brunch are you going to go visit? Because I'm thinking maybe that Versace Palazzo one sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
I want to see those dancing monkeys.
You want to say, and the penguin waiters?
Yes, because I don't believe a penguin's going to serve us food. What kind of food are they going to
What
serve
can I
us
say?
anyway?
You have to go and find out.
What if we order seafood? Is it going to steal the food on the way there?
Yeah, just don't order any fish because it won't actually make it to the table.
Guess we're going to have to try it for ourselves. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
You're listening to the Water Cooler Edit with Chris and Rich.